nasty little man, and you are going to go away for a very long time. Hmm? Hmm?
Figure 1. Sales targets. Figure 2. Shortfall. Figure 3. Deadline by which said shortfall is to be made up. i.e., I get to keep my bonus and you get to keep your jobs. Can you read that deadline there, Craig?
2000.
Your 2000 when?
Today.
And who is our Mr. Shortfall, Craig? Oh, look. Ooh! Psh. Any ideas? Anybody? Craig? Craig!
I am.
You see, dogs don't whiz on moving cars, Craig. Are you an old banger or a moving car?
Moving car.
Because what happens to old bangers, team Tony?
They get traded in.
Can't hear you, Craig.
They get traded in. Oh.
Kevin. I'll just wait here then.
Mr. Bellamy, I have compiled an incident file with copies of all paperwork and forms F2508, F2533 and F2534. Good morning, Dr. Tyler.
Excellent job, Mrs. Tenbray. Workplace accident, litigious nightmare, especially when the victim's a temporary employee.
Oh, good grief. The woman slipped and fell. No harm done. No need for an official inquiry.
Which doctor examined her?
Me. Diagnosis? Mild upset, moderate to severe attention seeking.
Did she mention the S word?
Oh, Miss Pittman will not sue Mr. Bellamy.
This is the age of the ambulance chaser. Compensation claims to the NHS rose by 13% last year. Now account for 7% of the annual budget.
Oh, Howard, Valerie doesn't want compensation. She just wants a bit of TLC.
Yes, we have a walk-in clinic until 2 today, so if you'd just like to pop in. Yes, we'll see you later.
You?
Sorry, do I know you?
Killian Road bus stop, 8:10 every morning. You get the number 19 into town.
Are you following me?
Oh, no. I get the number 19 opposite direction, opposite side of the street. I'm not a weirdo or... I just couldn't help but notice you, that's all.
Oh, well, that's nice. What can I help you with, Mr.
Smelling, Craig Smelling. I am registered.
Well, Dr. Haskey has a walk-in clinic. He shouldn't be long. If you just like to take a seat.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Your stars in alignment put you at an unprecedented crossroads in your life. Today you must decide whether to continue on the familiar path or adventure down the new. Are you free for lunch? It's just today I must decide whether to continue on the familiar path
Or adventure down the new. Virgo.
Fate. So how about it?
Craig Smelling.
Oh, will you think about it, please, and call me?
We have our own kitchen, bathroom, and even a washing machine.
I'm glad they found you somewhere so quickly.
We're being helped by a charity called EU Aid. They arrange the flat and help with immigration. May I make you some tea?
Thanks.
Can you hold her?
Yeah.
And now I get to take Sophia out whenever I want. Later on, we're going to the park to feed ducks. She likes you.
Do you know what? I don't think I've got time to stay. I'm really glad everything's worked out for you and wish you the best for the future.
Thank you, Inspector. We owe you everything.
Bye, Honor. Good luck.
Ah, you've had ulcers before.
Last year when I was made redundant.
Stressful.
I thought I had a job for life. Turns out life meant 40.
Any change of circumstance?
Got a new job, sales, or coercion with intent, depending on your viewpoint. I don't think I'm really cut out for it.
I'm going to recommend an H. pylori test and a change of career.
There aren't many openings for men in their 40s with bought ledger experience. Took me 9 months to get this one.
In the meantime, I can prescribe some antacids. Again. We've got some gremlins in the machine. Excuse me.
Valerie, good weekend, I trust?
Well, I was in quite a lot of discomfort.
Yes, I heard about Friday's mishap.
Mishap. I went head over heels.
Did Emma prescribe that?
I've got a friend who's a physio, and she said I should give it as much support as possible.
Right. Well, at least you're here.
Well, you know me, don't like to let the side down.
If only there were more people in the world like you, Valerie. Team player.
Except I'm not really part of the team.
Of course you are.
But I'll be gone this time next week. And who's going to employ me like this is anyone's guess.
Well, one of the reasons why I'm here. We've organised a small gathering in your honour after work. Not a goodbye, I hope, more of an adieu. If you feel up to it.
Oh, well, yes, that sounds lovely.
Oh, there you go.
Is everything all right?
This gentleman took a bit of a tumble. You go inside, I'll get the rest.
That is very kind of you. You have also been standing out in the cold. Perhaps you would also like to come inside.
Thank you, I'm just waiting for someone.
Oh. Well, I hope that someone is worth waiting for. Oh, Mr. Jenkins, huh?
Well, he seems nice enough, but he could be a serial killer for all I know. And that story about seeing me at the bus stop every day.
That sounds well dodgy to me.
Oh, don't listen to him. It's dead romantic.
But what would he think of me? I mean, what sort of woman says yes to a date with a complete stranger?
A desperate one.
It's no different than online dating. Valerie, you never know. He might be the man of your dreams.
Or the madman from your darkest nightmares.
Will you shut it?
Good afternoon, madam. I'm sorry to hear you've had an accident recently. Did you know that you may be entitled to compensation of up to...
Oi, shortfall, where the hell you been?
Doctor's appointment.
Oh, it's always something, isn't it? Yeah, if it's not your ulcers, it's your cat or your drains or your great Aunt Fanny's hip.
I'm entitled.
And look, the only thing you're entitled to is a trip down the job centre. Unless there's a claim on my desk by 8 o'clock this evening. Capiche? What the hell are you looking at? Get back on the phones and make me some money, yeah?
As you're relying more on the wheelchair, you may be entitled to mobility allowance. I've got some leaflets if you'd like to have a look at it.
My eyes aren't good in this artificial light, Doctor. Would you mind opening the blinds?
Of course. How's that for you?
It's pleasant to find good manners in one so young these days. Tell me, where did you study medicine?
Birmingham.
Grammar school boy.
As the pain's increased, I'm going to up your dose.
Supportive family, I'll bet. A good upbringing is the foundation of success.
I recommend omega-3 supplements. Research indicates that they reduce the inflammation in the joints. Also, try finding new ways to do simple tasks like dressing and washing to take the strain off your joints. Okay?
Operation Make Valerie Feel Loved. I want every available member of staff to join us for compulsory drinks in the Icon Bar after work. No excuses.
I will send out an all-staff email.
Yes, I think we're going to get away with it this time, but I want no reoccurrences, Mrs. Tenby. So, in your full capacity as health and safety lead, I need you to give this your full attention.
Of course.
Focus on prevention.
Some more posters.
That's the ticket. All the I's dotted, T's crossed. Leave no stone unturned.
Yes, Mr. Bellamy.
This is nice.
Yeah. I used to come here a lot when I was at my old job. You know, birthdays, Christmas, leaving dues. I miss all that.
Oh, what happened?
Absorbed into a multinational. 80% redundancies. I've been there nearly 20 years. Biggest part of my life. Gone. Just like that. I'm sorry, I know that's pathetic.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
Thank you, Doctor, for your time and your courtesies. You're a fine young man. Your father must be proud of you.
Excuse me. This is harassment.
I just want to give you my phone number in case...
What? I want to get in touch. No, thank you.
I've not handled this well. I didn't know how else to get your attention because you won't talk to me. I could have followed you home, but then that's definitely straying into stalker territory.
I don't want you in my life. I want nothing to do with you.
Please take it. In case you change your mind, then I'll get lost, I promise.
I am asking you nicely. Please stay away from me.
It's the office camaraderie.
A sense of belonging.
If it wasn't for my mortgage, I'd have saved some money. Taken, you know, one of those middle-aged gap year thingies.
Well, I've never really fancied backpacking.
Oh, no, me neither. It always looked so unhygienic. No, I was thinking more like a round-the-world cruise.
Which has the advantage of being all-inclusive.
And I can take Jeffrey with me.
Jeffrey?
My kitty. Yeah, you can take dogs and cats on some cruises these days.
Cat, that's great.
And they last for months, so it's always time to learn a new hobby. I've always fancied ballroom dancing.
Oh, now you're talking. You know, you could learn to jive in Java or Mumba in Mumbai.
Tango in Tonga.
Cha-cha-cha in Chihuahua.
Where is Chihuahua?
I've no idea. You'd soon find out.
Oh. In my dreams.
It doesn't have to be a dream. Not for you, anyway.
Here you go.
How do you get on with Andre?
Well, he squealed like the little pig he is, and named and shamed a host of others. But we've passed it on to Soccer C up on the UK Border Agency.
Fantastic. That's a great result. Well done, boss.
Team effort, Sergeant.
I thought about popping in to see Ola later.
No need. I followed up this morning.
And how's baby Sophia?
Thriving.
You know you took to all that baby stuff like a duck to water.
It's not exactly rocket science, is it?
You tell my wife that.
Can I have that report on my desk as soon as possible, please?
Yeah.
What was that out there?
Nothing.
Oh, yeah, it's totally normal behaviour to bawl out at a patient in the middle of a car park.
She's not a patient.
Not your usual type.
She says she's my sister. Well, half-sister, that is.
No way. I didn't know you were Muslim.
I'm not. Just leave it, will you? I just wanted to go, but she won't listen.
Got it. Do you want me to have a word?
Compensation for us?
The clue's in the name. I hate it. Most of the claims are a load of old bull, but your accident is bona fide.
How did you know about that?
Oh, I heard you talking about it with your boss.
You were spying on me?
Oh, no, the door was open. I wouldn't have mentioned it, but your case is cut and dried. You were genuinely entitled.
To what?
Enough for a round-the-world cruise.
I'm Jazz, Kevin's friend.
Nadia.
I know who you are.
He only found out I existed on Friday and isn't taking it well, which is why I'm out here and he's in there. Stubborn git, isn't he?
You could say that.
So am I. Maybe it runs in the family.
Look, I think you should leave. You can't just stand out here all day.
Well, it beats bursting into his consulting room. Actually, I tried that on Friday and look where it got me.
You're nothing but an ambulance chaser.
No. Well, technically, yes. But I wouldn't have brought it up if I didn't think you had a cast iron case. I mean, look at your knee. That's a clear case of negligence. This isn't a coincidence. This is fate. The path of new adventure beckons to you.
You want me to sue my boss?
You're a temp. A week from now, they'll have forgotten all about you.
Wrong. They are throwing me a goodbye party. No, not goodbye, but adieu.
Their insurance will cover it.
You don't understand. These people are my friends. I cannot believe I fell for your lies. Don't you ever dare try and come near me again, or I will call the police.
Valerie, you've got it wrong, mate. Valerie! Valerie, wait! I was trying to help.
OK, can you do me a favour? Do you mind giving my card to him? He'll take it from
Mrs. Tembe! Whoa, that is my lunch.
The temperature of this fridge has been allowed to rise above 41 degrees Fahrenheit, thus rendering the content unsafe to eat.
There is nothing unsafe about my Parmigiano di Melanzane.
Nevertheless, I cannot allow for one of my staff to contract food poisoning in the workplace.
Mrs. Tembe, you must desist from this lunacy.
And I must refuse and remind you that in my capacity as health and safety lead and infections control coordinator, on this occasion, Dr. Carter, I outrank you.
This is preposterous!
I took the precaution of laminating them to avoid any further attempts at sabotage.
Scissors. This is what I think. Aha, see? On your puerile, childish poster.
How dare you!
Another rest.
I forbid you to take one step further.
Stand aside, Mrs. Tembe!
Never, Dr. Carter.
Would somebody please tell me what the hell is going on?
She's gone. She's all right, you know.
We're best mates now, are you?
Maybe you should hear her out.
Maybe you should mind your own business.
She just didn't want to leave before making sure you could contact her.
You having a laugh?
Strikes me she's somebody you might like to get to know.
Some support you are.
What? You asked me to get rid of her and I have. Oh, thanks for that, Jazz. Yeah, don't mention it, mate.
Oh, thanks for that, Jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was quick.
Undercover cop and pen pusher extraordinaire. I like to be versatile. From the adoption evening.
You're as subtle as a flying brick, Sergeant, and about as welcome.
But you were so natural with all the mothering stuff. Adoption agencies are crying out for people like you.
I don't think so.
Why?
Children need a father.
Not always. No, I got where I am, despite mine, not because of him.
Spare me the tales of your tragic childhood.
Boss. Lynn. No one ever went to their deathbed wishing that they'd spent more time at the office.
And spare me your fortune cookie philosophy.
And what happened between us was...
I don't know what you're talking about. It was not. Job done. That'll be all, Sergeant.
Mrs. Tembe, this is utter foolishness, Howard.
On the contrary, sterling work, Mrs. Tembe.
Sterling, it's rubbish. Thank you, Mr. Bellamy. Everything in life involves a degree of jeopardy.
Oh, absolutely. You know, what if one of the posters falls off the wall and someone slips on the laminate, or someone's leaning across a boiling kettle to read one of the signs and their face gets scalded by the steam?
Exactly. As a man on the front line, you must be used to the concept of risk.
Risks must be identified and contained. Those failing to do so must be considered a liability.
Hear, hear.
Where to, Mrs. Tembe?
Don't forget, leaving drinks for Valerie in the Icon Bar.
I will see you in hell first.
What times are you making?
3 minutes to 8.
Yeah, and you bought me nada, niet, a big fat nothing. Look, do you know what? Don't bother coming in for your P45. I'll drop it off in the post.
Oh, not so fast. Careless driver. Put his car in the wrong gear, backed over a pedestrian on the pavement. Fully comp insurance, liability uncontestable. Broken ankle, lower back damage, head laceration, sustained injuries, loss of earnings, the works. Looking at a 6-figure settlement.
We are looking at Sales Team of the Year, Craig. Hey, where the hell are you, mate? You chubby beggar!
Just needs a signature.
Come on then. Well done, mate. And I can see a bonus coming your way, yeah? And a promotion.
The best thing is, it's genuine, unlike most of the claims we process.
Hey, look, can we hurry up, mate?
Which is why I've decided to put it through a genuine firm, not this seedy little outfit. Don't worry about the P45. Once the money's through, might take a gap year. Maybe even a round-the-world cruise.
Someone remind me while we're all here.
It's our way of saying sorry to Valerie. As soon as you're the culpable one, make sure that you're the sorriest of all.
You're round, boss.
I got the last one.
You can drag a horse to the pub, but you can't make it buy a drink.
I don't think she's coming. Can't we all just...
Oh, stand by. Remember what I said.
Oh, yay!
Why would you do it like that?
Ravioli. Pan fried duck breast.
No, of course not. That's some battered cod.
Are you going to eat?
Do you want a little pinata?
Yeah, good.
What? Do you want... Hey, Scampi and hummus is amazing. Never tried it?
That sounds
Howard, what are you doing here?
You invited me.
It's several days since we last. I'm just tired.
What the hell do you know? You're just nurses.
So our opinions don't count.
Something's terribly wrong here.
If I see one more set of quivering, hairy buttocks, I will spontaneously combust.
I'm talking about
Yes?
sex.
Coming up tonight, lift